Good morning, student. Today we are going to solve the remaining set of 2.1. The remaining question number 7 of math second geometry. Pythagoras theorem. Question number 7. There is a diagrammatic question. In a figure, the diagram is given and some information is given in a figure. Angle DFE, this is 90 degree. Then GD is equal to what? 8. Put this value in the diagram. Then FG, where is the FG? FG is what? 12. Find EG. Then find FD and find EF. By using a Pythagoras theorem or properties, we are solving this. Then triangle DFE. In a triangle DFE, angle DFE upper 90 degree. So it is a right angle triangle. So triangle DEF is right angle triangle. By putting this value here and by using the theorem of geometric mean, we studied earlier. Theorem of geometric mean. Theorem of geometric mean. What it tells? What it tells? The perpendicular drawn on a hypotenuse. There is a D is the in this triangle. D is hypotenuse of a given triangle. So the perpendicular drawn on a hypotenuse. When we draw the perpendicular on a hypotenuse, then what we will get? The perpendicular segment means FG. Their square is a multiplication of the two parts of the hypotenuse, means EG into GD. EG into GD. This is the theorem of a geometric mean. The perpendicular square is equal to the multiplication of the two parts of the hypotenuse made by this perpendicular. Means FG square is equal to EG into GD. Then substitute, put the values. Put the values given. FG square. What is the FG's value? 12. They are square. Then EG. EG is not given and we want to find out the EG. So EG remains as it is. We write as it is. Then GD. GD's value is given here 8. So 12 square is, we know that the 12 square is a 144. Then EG remains as it is into 8. This 8 on the right hand side multiplied, it will get to the left hand side. It will get divided by 8 is equal to what? EG. So by dividing it, 8 ones are, here is also 8 ones are 14 minus 8 6, 8 eights are 64. Therefore, value of EG is equal to what? 18 unit. Value of EG is equal to what? 18 unit. Means we find out the value of EG by using the theorem of a geometric mean. By putting the values, by dividing, we get the answer. EG is equal to 18. First answer we calculated. Then second answer. Then second. What we want to find? 18. What we get here? 18. 18. The total length. EG. We get the 18. So put here that value. Then we want to find out the FD. Where is the FD? This is FD. So we consider this triangle. This triangle. Triangle which DGF. Triangle DGF. And in a given the angle DGF, the angle DGF is equal to 90 degree. So it is a right angle triangle. The given triangle is a right angle triangle. So here we use the Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, what Pythagoras theorem tells? The hypotenuse, the side in front of a 90 degrees angle is called the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse means FD. The hypotenuse square is the sum of the remaining squares of a remaining side. Means FG square plus GD square plus GD square. Because this triangle is a right angle triangle. So hypotenuse square is the sum of remaining square of remaining side. So by putting the values, by putting or substitute the value FD square we does not know is equal to FG square. FG is a 12 square plus GD is what? 8 square. So 12 square is 144, 8 square is a 64. Then by addition 4, 8, 6 plus 4, 10. That is what? 204. What do we get? 208. That is a FD square. By taking a square root, it is not a complete square. Square root. By taking a square root of a, because here is a FD square, we want only a FD, so we are taking on both sides the square root. So square root of a 208. 208 is not a complete square. So we want to find out the factors of it. Factors of it. From the factors we are finding out the given. So we multiplied it, divided by 4 directly. 4 5s are 20, 4 2s are. Then again dividing it, 4 1s are 1 remain, that is 12, 4 3s are 12, and 13 1s are 30. So 4 into 4, 16 into what? 30. So we get the factor of FD is equal to 16 into 30. 16 into 13. So we divide it into two parts, root 16 and root 13. 16 is a complete square of 4, so it is a 4, and root 13 is not a having a perfect square, so it is remain in a square bracket. So we get the value of FD is what? 4 under root 13. We find out the length of the FD is what? 4 under root 13. Then next, do you understand? By using a Pythagoras theorem, substituting it in it, then by addition and then by taking a square root, we get the FD is equal to 4 under root 13. Second sub question we solved. Then third one. Third is what? We want to calculate EF. Then again we are using this triangle. It is also a 90 degree. So it is a right angle triangle. So Pythagoras theorem is also applicable for this triangle FG FGE. Also applicable for triangle FG. In triangle FG, the side in front of a 90 degree is a hypotenuse. So by Pythagoras theorem, again the hypotenuse square means EF square is equal to, only related to this triangle. What is that? FG square. The remaining side are FG square and EG square In this triangle, the hypotenuse EF square is equal to sum of square of the remaining side. So by again put values here. EF square we want to calculate it. It will remain as it is. Then FG, where is the FG? Here. What is the value of FG? 12. Their square. Then what is the value of EG? Or 18 square. EF square remain as it is. 12 square is 144 and 18 square. By multiplying 18 into 18, we get 324. 18 square is a 324. By adding it, EF square is equal to, by adding it, it is a 4 plus 4, 8, 4 into 2, 4 plus 2, 6, 3 plus 1, 468. So, by taking a square root of both sides, so square root sign gone, only the EF remain and it is under root 468. Again, by factorizing the 468, we get the value. Directly I will take up divided by 6. 6 4 are 6 5 are 30, 6 7 are 42. 6 7 are 42. 46 minus 42. 4 remain 48. 6 8 are 48. Again divided by 6, 13. 6 1s are and 1 remain, 6 3s are 18. So we get the factors 6 into 6 into 13. Directly we are writing 6 into 6 is 36 into what? 13. 36 into 13. So we are writing is 36 into 13 like this. We are giving the square root to the both figures. Then square root of 36, it is complete square 6 and 13 does not have the square root. So we get the value of EF is equal to what? 6 root 13. So we get the three values EG, FD and EF by using the Pythagoras properties. Okay. Then question number 8. Question number 8. I am writing here the question number 8. What is given? Find the diagonal of a rectangle. I will read here. Find the diagonal of a rectangle whose length is a 35 centimeter and breadth is a 12 centimeter. Means rectangle's length and breadth are given. So we draw first. Directly we are solving. We draw here the rectangle, the diagonal BD is given. Rectangle ABCD. By putting the values, what is length? Length is given 35 centimeter. This is length. Long side is called the length. And width. It is a 12 centimeter. Bring it as the previous. Then we are solving this sum. In a rectangle, all angles are of 90 degree. So the angle BCD is 90 degrees, and we are taking this part of the rectangle. Means we are taking the triangle BCD, and in that one angle is of 90 degrees. So triangle BCD is a right angle triangle. Okay. So by using a Pythagoras theorem, what is the Pythagoras theorem? The hypotenuse square is here. Which is the hypotenuse? BD. BD is the hypotenuse. BD square is the sum of square of the remaining side. Means BC square plus CD square. CD square. By putting value, we does not know BD. We want to find out that diagonals. What the question asks? Find out the diagonal. So BD square is equal to BC square. What is the value of BC? 35. Their square. Plus CD square means 12. Their square. 35 square. 5 5 are 25. Directly I will take multiplication. It will have 1225 plus 12 square is 144. By summing it, we get 5 plus 4, 9. 4 plus 2, 6. 2 plus 1, 3. And 1369. By taking a square root. Square root of 1369. And it is a complete square. So it is a complete square of 37. So we get BD is equal to 37. What is the unit given here? Centimeter. So value of BD is equal to 37 centimeter. It is the diagonal of a given rectangle. So we find it. The diagonal of a rectangle is equal to what? 37 centimeter. By using, as per given information, we draw the diagram. Then by using a Pythagoras theorem, we get the value of a diagonal. Then question number